TNT Unfiltered 1. Now your hosts, Tyler Freed and Tim Lombardo.
Welcome back to TNT Unfiltered. I'm Tyler Freed.
I'm Tim Lombardo.
And today we're going to talk a little bit about the State of the Union.
The State of the Union. So what I want to know from you, Tyler, is give me the State of the Union. We've come through a pretty crazy real estate market. Prices went way up, then rates went way up. Now we're in 2024, election year, rate horizon. Give me the 411.
Hopes are high by the troops.
Okay.
What we're seeing right now is really cold weather in our area, but activity's been really, really good on listings and open houses. Just had one get an offer in 5 days, so really good there. Phone calls are picking up. A lot of buyers ready to get back in there. I think there's a lot of hope that rates will be dropping in the next 4 to 5 months. And really just letting people know that now's a good time to start planning and prepare for it until it's too late, right?
Yep. So tell me about the house that you said you sold in 5 days.
Yep, sold in 5 days, $650,000, Zetterberg home is a referral. Ideally not the best time to get on the market when it's cold outside. We had a little bit of a light dusting the day after photos, but just priced it competitively, got good photos and good traffic.
So is that the secret, is just price it correctly?
Yeah, I think it's really, really important. You get one shot. So we get a lot of people that say, hey, I want to put this $50,000 over and let people meet in the middle and negotiate and stuff like that.
Bad idea right now.
It's never been a good idea. But letting them know you got to start at that price that's competitive, that there's a recent comp within maybe hopefully the last 15 to 30 days and go off of that. You can't really push it up much higher.
Yeah, it's funny. I watch other markets as well as Seattle. Yeah, and it's funny to me how many houses I'll see in other markets where they'll come on at a price and then all of a sudden it's just they wait 30, drop it. Wait 30, drop it. It's like you're trying to catch a falling knife, right? It's like it's just going to keep falling. So if I see four price drops and it's still in the market, I'm going to go offer another 100 low.
Yeah, they're trying to intercept the market. So really on day 15, if you don't get an offer in, you usually get 3% less than that list price. So those first 2 weeks are huge.
So as far as State of the Union, how would you talk to a buyer right now, or excuse me, a seller rather?
Yeah.
They want to sell. How do you break them into what the market's really like and where they need to price at? Because people always want to get maximum dollar because you're kind of like taking a lot of their nest egg of retirement and equity and everything else. And so tinkering with it's always tough. What do you tell them? Like, how do you get them there to the price that you know you need to list at? Because it's not just an issue with you. It's like a lot of agents talk about this.
Right. Yeah. It's kind of an art and science, but basically show them the data. And it's really important. Numbers don't lie, right?
Yeah.
So, and we also explain to them, which a lot of people don't know, is what an appraiser is looking for. Yeah. They'll go up 400 square feet. They'll go down 400 square feet. So your neighbor's home that's 3,000 square feet. Yeah. You're 2,100. It's not even going to get looked at by an appraiser. So going over that process with them. And we just got to find these local homes that have sold recently that match up with similar characteristics of the property.
So what's the one thing you would, like, how would you set the table for a buyer? Because this one does fascinate me.
Okay.
Because I see it a lot. I see a lot of agents. I would probably say 3 times a week I'll be talking to an agent and they'll say, I got a listing presentation coming up, and I ask a couple questions. And every time it comes up to their house is worth X, okay, in the real estate market it's worth X, and they want X plus, right? And it's like that people will say, well, if I don't list it for this price, they'll choose someone else to list it. Yeah. And what's your thoughts around that?
That's really challenging. It happens all the time. I've lost a lot of listings over 20 years where people want to price it higher than I recommend. But
and pause there. When you make that recommendation, they choose someone else. What do you? Because I'm sure you watch it.
Yeah.
They put their house in the market. I didn't get the listing. What do you typically see?
In about 30 to 45 days, they'll be at the price that I recommended, and then the home will get down there and then sit. Yeah. Constantly chase the market, kind of enter that stagnant pond if you're playing that chasing game. So it's really, really important to price it right at the beginning.
Yeah. So how do you see that as far as trust goes? Because if I hire you as my agent, right, I'm trusting you with my asset, and you come as a professional, right, and I'm telling you how to price it. Yeah. Like there's a disconnect there. So how do you typically overcome that?
In your case, I would say, Tim, there's no shortcuts right now. We have to go off of data, and the number that you're asking for, the home won't even appraise for. And here's why I believe that. And that's the most important meeting. I've had those go for 10 minutes, and people are like, I trust you. And those ones really go smooth and work well. Yeah. Then I've had other hour and a half battles trying to figure out that right price. But looking back, a lot of the listings that I've taken that I've had to overprice, those are the ones that, have taken 5 to 6 months and sold for less than I originally recommended.
Yeah, universally, I hear it a ton. So
Yeah.
this one just always fascinates me. So you're saying market will probably heat up, rates will probably drop later this year. If you're a seller, price it correctly.
Yep.
Price correctly. Because I totally agree with that.
You nailed it.
Good to hear that. So, anything else you want to add to that?
What are you seeing right now? What's the state?
Oh boy,
loan
loan applications are openly down. It's like I get a report, kind of industry wide. Loan applications are definitely down, starting to pick up a little bit, but it's there's a lot of things going on in the market right now. So we'll see how it goes. But January is kind of a traditionally slow month, anyways.
Yep.
I think in the next couple of weeks we'll see things start to change, and we have seen a little bit of an uptick in the last week or so. But yeah, it's seasonally cold right now, and it's starting to pick up. So.
And do you follow the rule of usually after the Super Bowl, everything heats back
That's
up?
I always say that the real estate market starts after the Super Bowl,
Oh,
right?
I
Because we hibernate, we watch football, we catch the Super Bowl, and then after that, it's like, okay, spring's around the corner. Let's start moving on.
All right, take that tip and throw it in your pocket, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.
You've been listening to TNT Unfiltered. We hope you've enjoyed the show, and we hope you've gotten something from it. Make sure to like, rate, review, and subscribe.